If you're looking for a list of the best gacha games of 2021 that are Android and iOS compatible, you've come to the right place. In this video, I will show you some best gacha games for Android and iOS in 2021. So without any further ado, let's start this video. The first game of this video is Tales of Erin. Tales of Erin is regarded as one of the greatest Android gacha games due to its story-rich fantasy universe, which immerses you in an adventure full of action, adventure, drama, and strategy. It features over 40 voice actors, excellent gameplay, a fantastic soundtrack, sharp character sprites, and a ton of artwork for each character. It even has a real-time PvP mode that lets you take your characters into battle against real players. Next up we have Another Eden. Another Eden is the ideal game for people looking for a classic JRPG experience without a multiplayer component. The game takes you on a captivating trip narrated by Masato Kato, in which you travel over a vast area filled with story tasks while leveling up your group and strengthening their equipment. The gacha part of the game is not permanent, allowing for a well-balanced experience. Next up we have Genshin Impact. Because of its great fighting, loads of side features, and a stunningly gorgeous world, the free-to-play role-playing game Genshin Impact has been likened to the popular Nintendo game Breath of the Wild. Real-time multiplayer is available once you reach a particular level, and there are a total of 24 playable characters in the game. Next up we have Gacha World. Gacha World is a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, while yet being one of the best gacha games in 2021. It has highly configurable characters in terms of appearance and abilities, raid enemies, and a straightforward plot in which you must rescue the planet. While the gacha components are there and push you to spend in stronger characters and skills, you may still earn enough in-game cash to purchase the summons you need by completing tasks. Next up we have the Alchemist Code. The game has stunning aesthetics, deep tactical gameplay, and a non-grindy JRPG framework that will keep you entertained. You won't get bored as you move through the captivating adventures and master the power of alchemy with over 50 distinct characters to pick from. It also contains a multiplayer co-op mode and competitive PvP to keep things interesting, and it's one of the few solid gacha games that won't pester you with in-app purchases all the time. Next up we have Dragalia Lost. The game features a beautiful world full of interesting characters, a fun story, great customization and crafting options, and a multiplayer mode. The game is about humans and dragons teaming up to fight increasingly hostile threats to the world, and the game features over 60 characters that you can play as. While many similar top gacha games exist out there, Dragalia Lost has a unique charm of its own that has consistently kept it one of the best Android gacha games that have a good fanbase on the iOS too. Next up we have Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is most recognized for two things: being one of the top mobile gacha games and having some of the most notoriously aggressive ad campaigns. The game has a large story campaign with several objectives, stunning 3D visuals, an excellent PvP option, numerous raid monsters that need skill to defeat, and over 300 different playable characters. All of this is paired with fantastic gameplay that, because to its immersive design, will make you forget you're playing a mobile game. Next up we have Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia is the perfect game for any fan of the massive Final Fantasy franchise, while also packs a punch for a new audience just seeking a fun gacha game to play. The game features extremely well-made RPG turn-based gameplay that you're used to seeing in classic Final Fantasy games and has a cast of over 120 characters from the entire franchise. Next up we have Azur Lane. Azur Lane is one of the most popular and well-known mobile gacha games, with gameplay that is distinct from that of other games in the category. The game is fairly beginner-friendly, but as you progress through the missions, the action becomes more complex, and although incorporating RPG components, the game is still a 2D shooter. The last game of this video is Marvel Strike Force. Strike Force enables you to form a squad of your favorite heroes and fight with them using RPG concepts in a surprisingly cohesive tale. The game is graphically appealing, the soundtrack is adequate, and the gacha elements are not overbearing enough to detract from your spare time. The game also has a PvP option, where you may battle against real people, however winning against older players involves a lot of grinding. So that's the list of 10 best gacha games for Android and iOS that you can play in 2021. If you enjoy this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel Games Geek, and press the bell icon for more gaming videos.